this is what happened. You had the MDEQ saying we can't start treating for corrosion until after we do 2 rounds of testing. This was the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality. This is the crux of the misinterpretation of the lead and copper rule, correct?
That's right. I mean, what's so tragic about this is when that admission was made by former DEQ Director Dan Walling,
who's now gone,
in October 2015, it was clear that all of this could have been avoided from the beginning. But the Department of Environmental Quality, which has to allow every aspect of the Flint treatment process, and it's not just Flint. I mean,
everywhere.
The state's Office of Drinking Water, with delegated authority from the Environmental Protection Agency, has to permit every treatment process for drinking water all across the state.
So local municipalities don't have the authority, the right to just start adding, subtracting chemicals to do. They've got to be overseen by
and none of us would want that if you think about it. If you step back and say, do you want somebody at your local water treatment plant making decisions about the drinking water for the entire community? It's just so tragic that we were being told, including myself. I mean, I was out there right in front saying our water meets the standards.
Right.
Well, when the DEQ director admits in October 2015 that the Lead and Copper Rule and the Safe Drinking Water Act wasn't properly applied from the beginning, everyone is left shaking their heads. But the real problem is that was October 2015.
Right.
Yeah, we're now in January of 2016, and everyone, Michael Moore, the president, people who care all across the country are getting involved in this issue. The public health emergency was declared by Genesee County. The public health emergency was declared in October of 2015.
Right.
And where was the money to fix Flint's damaged pipes? To support our kids who have been affected. The state had money to test the pipes in schools, but today there's still no money to fix the problems in the schools.
Well, it's coming.
Okay.
Right? Do you think it's not coming? How much is it going to take to replace those lines?
Well, the lead service lines are going to take $40 to $50 million. Okay. Whoever does it, whether it's the Army Corps or whether it's contractors, it's going to take $40 to $50 million to replace a lead. And I called for the first $10 million in September. And you know what? The first 2,000 to 3,000 of those lines could already be done. Because we had September, October, we had a warm November, we had a warm December. The city's 50-50 sidewalk program was running all the way through December. Right alongside those crews, you could have had lead service lines being replesed. And the state didn't step up. And we're going to hear tomorrow night whether Governor Snyder, is going to be real simple.
Yeah.
Does Governor Snyder pledge $50 million to replace lead service lines?
They already have, haven't they?
I haven't heard $50 million.
I know that's what Ananik is calling for.
That's what Ananik's calling for. Now, and State Senator Ananik has been great on this issue. Senator Ananik's not the one giving the state of the state.
Right.
So let's hear.
Okay.
If we're going to keep score tomorrow night.
Okay.
Does Governor Snyder call for $40 to $50 million to replace lead service lines?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say yes. What are you going to say?
No.
You're going to say no. Okay. Why not?
Because every time this community has called for assistance, we've gotten a fraction of what we needed.